Hey everybody, this is Cindy over at Paper Old and New. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm glad you stopped by, and I hope you enjoy the video, and maybe leave a like and subscribe to the channel to see crafting videos. I'm working on a few collabs. This one is Roxy's Weekly Challenge, and I'm behind. So this is week 22, the last week of 3 where we worked on these little books that we made. And she worked on them for 3 weeks. I don't know that I'm going to get as far as she did, because she got all of her pockets and everything in and then started decorating ephemera. I do have a box of stuff that we've made in past challenges that is either decorated or not decorated, but ready to go in a book to maybe add to these. I was going to show you, I have dipped into the second signature decorating and adding pockets, and so I was going to show you what I've done in the landscape journal, and then we would move to the portrait journal to add some tucks and things. I went and rewatched her week 22 video, and I liked some of the ideas of the fold over pockets and all that kind of stuff that she added to pages. So we're going to look at doing some of that in here. I did some of that in here. I'm still getting used to some of the paper weights. Like when you add stuff on top, like see how that one folds, because there's something here. And then I put something here. This is a tuck. So I haven't decided if I want to keep that tuck. I keep looking at it and going, So we'll see. This is just decorated. This has a little, I did add a piece of paper here. This was a wallpaper, one of those little, like it was about that wide. A little piece of wallpaper for the other half of the wallpaper is a page, or the rest of the wallpaper is a page, and then there was a little piece to get it sewn into the signature, and I used that to put these 2 pages back to back and make another page in the book. So this wasn't originally there. And then I folded it over and made a little tuck out of that. And then this is a little tuck here that I made when I do you guys remember those? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I did a video where we made these out of 12 by 12 paper. I took some out of the pile, and I'm probably going to do more, and cut them up into pieces. So like this is one of those. I folded it around and cut it to fit, and then stuck it here, and this is a piece of it. And I'm just kind of using some of the stuff that I've made previously to kind of put this book together and put stuff in it. So this is a tuck and a corner tuck. And then on this side, this flips out, and this is a pocket. Actually, we should probably snip it. It's not a pocket all the way over. It's only a pocket in the silver part. So I'm going to snip it here to show that that's where the pocket is. Am I doing that over here off camera? I am. This book is really long, guys. When you have it open, it's like really long. So yeah, so we have a pocket in there. That is off to the side. I was actually going to use washi tape here, and I made this too short, but it had glue all over it, so I just stuck it there. I'm debating whether or not to put some coffee dyed paper here, so that's a covered journaling space. I've been adding little coffee dyed paper spots for journaling throughout here. So, and then we have, this is a piece of that calendar, which I just decorated the back of. And here's some coffee dyed paper. And this is this is actually another page. There's a page in here that corresponds with that. I just turned it into a tuck. And I just decorated the back. This I've left blank to be decorated. This is my signature center here. So I just kind of decorated this. I had a little bit of fun with it. I coffee dyed these to dull down the pink a little bit. But yeah, that was kind of fun. And then this is a little journaling spot. And of course you can write on there. That's the other half of that one I turned into a pocket that I was telling you about. This I tore off of one of those 12 by 12 pockets to tuck something down in there on the back of this calendar page, which I left alone. This I left alone. This I left alone. This is wallpaper, which I haven't decided. It's got that construction paper feel, you know, that kids use for crafts. So it kind of tears easy. So I can't decide whether or not to back it because I kind of like it, but I don't want it to, you know, tear. So I haven't decided on that. Here's another one where I added a flip. This is also a pocket up here. I reinforced this one because it's just paper and I wanted it to, I haven't snipped it. I did these this morning before I came on here, and I was waiting for the glue to dry before I put any snippies in them. Okay, so there's that pocket, and that was again added to one of those little pieces that was left over from sticking a page in. I added a long strip here, and this I left alone, and this is the back. This is the piece from this, and I just glued it down and made a pocket out of it. All right, now here, I started on the second signature. I haven't finished it. I put a little strip of fabric here for fun. Here's what I mean. I added some coffee dyed paper on the inside of this pocket, and this needs snipping. I kind of don't want to snip. A little snip? I don't know how that'll look. It's a little snip. Just enough. I didn't want to snip the journaling spot. Anyway, so this was one of those ones where this is coffee dyed cardstock, and this is just a piece of textbook sheet. This was one of those ones where I took really heavy paper and glued it to really weak paper just on the end, so it was like flopping all over the place. So I just turned this into a journaling spot by adding coffee dyed paper to the back of this, and it kind of reinforced the page and allowed it to turn like regular page. I got to this music sheet and I was making matching tucks. This is the opposite side of this paper, so I just did it on either side. The edges ruffle, so I didn't bother punching them. And then on this side you flip it open, and again you have coffee dyed here and coffee dyed here. And I don't know what I want to do with that. I can't decide if I'm gonna, it says come dance with me and they're dancing. I can't decide if I want to leave it or not. I might. And then this one just has a pocket. And here's another pocket. This is made out of a Tim Holtz card. Some of these I put in here because I folded the papers a couple of different times, so the seams needed reinforcing. I didn't want the pages to fall apart. Here's more of the calendar. This is as far as I think I've gotten. Like, this is all done. That whole part. Now, as you get in here, there's scatterings of things that I've done. So, like, here's the wallpaper. I put an owl on here, but this is just journaling space. And on the back of it is a time card. I added fabric to this. I'm thinking about adding piece of paper or something so that you have a pocket or something to on there. This is writing paper. Pocket. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. This is just decorated journaling space. Again, blank. I haven't decided if I'm going to do anything with it. This is what I was talking about the wallpaper. So I've got these little pieces that I extend. So you kind of get the idea where I am with this one. I'm not quite as far along as she was. I know she's finished putting all of her pockets and tucks in already, and I'm still working on mine. So I don't think there's anything else that's done. But I did go back and watch her week 20. Oh, I did glue that down. I did go back and watch her week 22 thing again because, and I glued that one down because I wanted to get, I remember her doing those extensions where she takes one of these little stubs and adds paper and folds it over, and I wanted to go back and watch her do that again and try it. So I did that in here. So let's work on the portrait, the tall one. And I have a few ideas in this one started. Looking for a place to put my book while I talk. My space is small where I'm working, guys. Okay. So, for example, I have these things here, and I'm thinking about putting this lace on here because it'll, you know, show up for once. It doesn't get to show up very often. Just because it's... So I know that if you're watching this, you've come back to see it, and I appreciate it after, you know, she's up to week. At the time I'm filming this, I think she just did week 24, and she's working on those little ephemera books. And I'm really looking forward to starting those. I have not started mine yet. So I have to decide what covers and stuff I'm going to use. She has all those gorgeous old floppy books that are probably from like the 1500s or something. And she uses those, and those are really cool. I don't know if I'm going to use actual book covers or if I'm going to use some of my packaging covers that I've made, or I haven't decided yet. So I'm going to have to take a look and see. I've been wanting to make some of these ephemera holders. It's really funny. It seems like every single one of these collaborations that I do, it's pulling me out of the tuck stuff away for later. So like I'll tuck a project away in my head, or I'll tuck the stuff away for it somewhere and say I'm going to come back to that. And these collaborations are kind of making me do that. Hang on just a second. Sorry about that, guys. We had a crisis. So we went out to dinner last night, and my daughter got ribs, and she didn't eat them all, but they were nowhere to be found. So she asked me to come help her find them, and lo and behold, they were in... I don't know if they fell out of the bag of stuff we brought home or what, but they were in the back seat of her car. They had stayed there overnight in the heat. So I told her she couldn't eat them. But, you know, these things happen. I actually happened to have some leftover shredded pork in the fridge and some barbecue sauce. It was shredded pork seasoned for carnitas. And we just added barbecue sauce to it. And she said, actually, that tastes pretty close. So. Okay. So anyway, this is, I found this, this is so it was the fly paper and the first page of a dictionary. Can you see how crooked that is on there? That was stamped on the front page of the dictionary crooked like that. I thought it was kind of neat. So I decided to put it here as a pocket. So I'm going to clip it. I did prep a few things to do on camera with you guys. Being that this is our last little soiree into these journals. I know I'm not going to get anywhere near as far as Rachel did. So I'm just gonna go as far as I can in a reasonable amount of time, and we'll see where we get, and then I'll just finish them off camera, and then maybe I'll come back and do a flip through once they're done in full. So yeah. I just love the fact that when I cut it out and it was stumping me because it was crooked, and I'm going, I don't understand what I'm doing. Come to find out, it wasn't what I was doing. It was just crooked. So yeah, I was away the beginning of June, so that's why I kind of fell behind. I want to say week 22 was the weekend we left, and week 23 was the weekend I was away. But I came back that weekend, and then everything coming back off of vacation and everything. Week 24 snuck up on me. It was Friday, and I was like, I haven't filmed any videos. Mostly because when my computer is occupied with uploads, which I did when I started doing when I got back, if my computer is occupied uploading, I can't film because I film with my computer. So I have to wait till all the uploading is done and then I can film videos. So I am going to have to get caught up with... That is so crooked. Do you see that, guys? I'm a mess. Tell you what. Okay, anyway, I thought that was really cute. So, and then this I punched. I'm still learning to use these chain punches. So that I punched to just go on here. So we're going to glue this on, and this will be left blank as a journaling space. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with that or not. It might just get left blank for, you know, somebody else to decorate if somebody ends up with this, or I guess I'm going to have to look into, I have the sunflower journal still available. I guess I'm going to have to look into doing an Etsy shop, because right now I don't have anything. And if you're interested in anything, you're just going to have to email me and then I'll get back to you. I know it's not ideal, but I'm just not ready yet with a shop. I want to make sure that's all the way down against there. I'm gonna get, I just had it. Oh, there it is. Get this, smash it. I'm running over that crocheted start. Ooh, I forgot it was gonna seep through the holes. Now I got, there's glue. I forgot about the little holes. I did put glue on them. I do want them to stick. I love this paper. This navy blue paper. I use it, these are cutoffs from using it as lining in another project. Using it as pages or... no, I used it to line the inside of some covers that I was making. If you haven't seen them already, you will. Don't you love it when I say that? I still film videos in like en masse, so to speak, so that I can get a bunch of them filmed, and then I do it on the weekend. I film as many as I can on the weekend, and then during the week I upload as many as I can and schedule them to go out. And I don't always know how they're going to get, so what order they're going to get scheduled in. I don't always know ahead of time. Some of them I do because I make them, like the Roxy's Weekly Challenge videos don't have anything to do with the cover video I was talking about. So I don't know which one you'll see first. But, and then I tried another one of my little punches. But, like some of the videos are parts, like it's the first part of something and then the second part of something. So obviously those go up in a specific order. This is a pocket I made to wrap around the bottom of this page. And it's going to, I'm going to glue on this side first. Just to decorate the bottom of this page. The other side of this is the calendar paper. I'm having tons of fun with all this wrapping stuff around pages. I don't know why. I'm like right at the bottom of my camera, I know. Sorry guys. I only got so much space. Isn't it funny when you're trying to turn a book this way or that way or fit it on camera or whatever, and you're like, wow, this book is really big. Or look, I have a box in my way. I'm gonna scoot up a little bit. And because I punched it, you can almost not tell that the because it folds around, the writing on this side is upside down. All right, let's trim it, and then I'll glue it on the other side. Okay. I'm just trying to make it match its, well, not match, but you know what I mean. Not look so clean next to the scruffy edge that the paper already has. All right. So there's another pocket added. Now, as I said, I don't know how far we're going to get in this book, but we're going to try. Okay, so this is wallpaper. As I said when we were doing the other one. Oh, I found this. Look, this is the Hebrew alphabet. Now, this is half of the paper. So if any of you know Hebrew and you're looking at this going, that's not the whole alphabet. It's half of the paper. I have the other half around here somewhere. And I thought it would be really cool on this back of this wallpaper. I just want to stick it on here. They're unique. The symbols, well, to me they are anyway. And the back, I don't remember what the back was. It's got a natural fold in it, so I'm gonna glue one half at a time. Hopefully that'll make it easier since it's so tall. Probably not, but we'll see. I thought it could kind of serve two purposes. It can kind of reinforce the wallpaper, but also just be for decoration. I just think the lettering is really cool. I don't know what any of it means. I mean, that's the purpose of the chart, but... Okay. Yeah, I just thought that was really... I don't know. Okay, now these I went ahead and reinforced because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. So I don't know if it's going to be a flip out, because I can still add something to it and make it a flip out, or if I'm going to keep it, or if I'm going to glue it down as a pocket. So we have a pocket here and a pocket here. That's just in the page. On this side, so see this? I made this as a postcard. Oh, I was going to glue this down as a pocket and I don't remember where. That's why I sanded the edges. So, and then I decorated the front. This is some vellum that I have with flowers on it. And I thought it would be fun to put it down on top of this music. Something I've discovered is if you coat the vellum evenly, that's the trick though. If you coat the vellum evenly with glue stick and you glue it down, oh, this is a Scrappy pad. This is some of my dyed paper and I was going to glue it right here. And you glue it down, you can actually like make it so that you see through the clear parts of the vellum, and well, you can see through the flowers too. And so I see the postcard stuff through there, but I've got the flowers on top decorating it. I thought that was kind of cute. So I am going to be doing that to decorate in a couple of places because I feel like it's a fun decoration. Okay, so let's just see this glue stick is wider, so I'm hoping that I want to make sure I get enough glue on the whole piece. And it does curl. turn it around, hopefully, and do the other way. I feel like there are parts of it that are drying as I'm working. And it works like a giant washi sticker. I think my corners are well, that one looks like it's not glued because there's actually a crease in it. This whole edge is a little... Okay, I think we got it all down. And it's curling the page, but my guess is the book itself being closed will flatten that out. Okay, now I have this, and I'm going to glue it down on here, and then you can... And I'm going to want a strip of something to go across there. I just don't know what yet. And I was thinking something black. Or red, maybe. I don't know. I can probably find a bit of like black lace or something. I'm going to try and glue it right where the... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put a strip of hot glue across here. I think that'll hold it better. Sorry, was that my head? Were you staring at the back of my head? Okay, so yeah, now we have a little flippy pad, which all I did was I took a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper and I folded it. I folded this piece and then I folded it back on itself this far. And so I got 3 different sizes, and then I put them together and tucked them together and then folded the top over. I'm going to, hang on just a second. I'm going to find, hey, what about this? This might be fun. Put a piece of this across there. It doesn't cover the whole thing, but it's still kind of fun. I could put it low. Ooh, that means I could layer it. I'm going to cut it off down here. Let's see if I can find, then we can do red and black. I'm going to cut it here. These scissors are losing their sharpness. That is not straight. I know decorating wasn't really supposed to be this part of this, but I'm notorious, guys, for like not liking to go back and revisit. Like once I start working on a page, I just want to finish the page. Does that make sense? So put that on there like that. And then we'll put this on there. I wonder if I should hot glue it. I'm going to keep hot gluing things, but I feel like it holds and catches better. Especially when I'm going with different mediums. I can't tell. Oh, maybe that. I was trying to figure out whether or not there was a front and a back. Okay. Now we're going to cut this, hopefully even with... Now, this is my centerpiece. I made this one. I'm going to leave it. I do leave my strings just in case I want to add charms or something. I'm going to put this back in my little bin here. Okay, and then the other side, I haven't decided if I'm doing anything with that. On this side, I thought it would be fun to add her. She is also printed on vellum. So we are going to add her to the music page. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with the other side of the music page. I was thinking maybe I would do one of the wraparound tuck pockets. Maybe I'll pull one of those out and we'll put one of those on here. So, yeah, I like the way she looks because you can still see the music through the... All right, this was the one I left as a flip down. And I'm going to add, I think I'm going to add some paper so that you can pull it down and journal on it. Okay. So you remember these that we made? I don't know if you saw the video. I can link it in my description box if I remember. If I don't, just ask me in the comments and I'll go find it. It's in my 12 by 12 paper playlist. If I don't link it, then that's where you can find it. So I thought it would be kind of fun to add. And I feel like I've been sticking with this vintage, grungy looking paper because these are such scrappy pads. I don't know. It just kind of fit for me. All right, I'm going to glue this down as reinforcement because we're going to make a tuck out of it over where our lady is. I know that means that whatever goes in there will cover her up, but she can still decorate the page behind whatever's in there. Okay, and then I'm going to fold this down for reinforcement. I have to see where we are time-wise. Like I said, I'm not going to get, I don't even know if we're out of the first, I don't think we're out of the first signature. We just passed the center. Guys. This stuff takes me forever. I was watching Rachel do it again, and I'm like, she just zips through it. She's so fast. Okay, I'm going to put a notch in here. And we're going to glue this down. So this is going to get glued down around this edge, and I'm going to glue this side down right up along here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this back and try and line it up. making any promises that this will work, but I'm hoping that it'll get me as close to the edge of the page with my fold over as possible. As is possible. It's definitely seeping glue all over the place. See if we can stop doing that. Okay. And then that goes around there, and you can see, and there's a pocket. Oh, I suppose we should wait till it's dry before we start messing with it. Now I suppose I have notched it. I suppose what I could do, I did that. I just made it harder. So, see, this is what takes me so long, is deciding stuff like this. Okay, so I would put this in here, and this would fold to there, and it would be a whole nother page. Now, the reason this might work better than the other is because this is not cardstock. This is just paper. And that would be all those flowers all together. I kind of like it. I mean, it's like all kind of... It's crazy, but it's fun. This might disappear, guys. Okay, now... Oh, this is going to be the top of my pocket. So you know what? Rather than cut this off, I'm just going to glue this down. Actually, I'm going to do it with this. Again, I don't want glue all over my... I'm just going to do it with this. And what we'll do is we'll take this over here and I'll glue on here. I gotta be careful because this is sitting up on the book and then this is sitting down on the page. So it's like making a weird level change while I'm trying to glue. All right, let's just line this up on its flap, and down it goes. Now for this one, it's glued down there, so what I'm probably going to do is just glue the edges of this down. That way I get the whole pocket. Because if I glue it to its flap, I'm only going to get this pocket. It's going to be a long, narrow pocket, which wouldn't necessarily be horrible. I could stick something like this in there. That would fit. But, so we're going to glue here. And up the edge here. And we're going to sit it down on its... And then it should fold this way. Right? So anything that is sticking off the end of the page has to be clipped. I might wait till it dries to clip it so that I know. It's really tall. It doesn't stick up past Like, I have some pages that are that tall. Why is my... You guys see what I did with this book? So this is a hidden spine. I did not sew it directly to this cover. And when I sewed it to its little piece, I glued it in too high. So the pages are sitting right up against the top, and there's this big gap at the bottom. Guys. And this needs trimming, so we're going to trim it. Well, we're going to try to trim it. I don't know what... I can't seem to get... There we go. That's like really bulky now. Had I known I was going to do this, I probably would have put the lady on this side. But she's still nice there. And I'm debating whether or not to trim that page, but I mean, I can't believe I glued that in so high. That was me rushing and not paying attention. Okay. Oh, and we have a little bit of the flap sticking out the top. I think I got most of it. And then we're going to punch it. I know it's standing up and you can't see what I'm doing, but... Okay, there we go. They shot at me. Okay, so there we have that pocket. That's kind of nice. I like that. All right. Now for this, I was going to do that flip down. Let me see where we are. If I can make it through the first signature with you guys, I'll be happy. And then the rest of the book I'll probably do on my own. But for this, I wanted to do a flip down with some journaling paper. It would be nice if they would just slide out from under one another, but they don't do that. Okay. Now, I've seen people do these little spots in all different kinds of ways. So what I could do is just glue it to the inside of the flap and then fold the excess in so that you get to keep it. Right? Or glue it, you know, like that, and then fold the excess in so that when you unfold it, you've still got the whole sheet of paper. I like that idea. Then I just have to figure out how I'm gonna close it. So let me put glue all over this. I'm gonna use this because I don't have a flat. There's no way to press a glue stick against this. And I know I'm below camera, but all I'm doing is putting glue on paper. I like doing Rachel's challenges because that's exactly what they challenge me. So that's good. I like that. They challenge me to think. They challenge me to try new things. You know, all that. And like I was saying before, they challenged me to do things that I kept putting off, like saying, oh, I'll get around to that. You know, I don't know if this is going to work, guys, but we're going to try it. I want it to fold even with the edge. Okay. So far, so good. Right? No? We need to get this up on a hard surface. but I feel like it's not folding properly. There we go. Okay. And then we fold up right to that edge. I figure if this hangs over the edge at all, I could maybe put something on it. This is going to be a big piece of drawing paper. I hope this works. I haven't done one like this, so this is all in my head and not actually in practice. So we just have to actually I can fold that down a little further so that it doesn't interfere with anything. Yeah, there we go. And then you can flip it down. Wait, I'll put that back on camera because I know so it closes like that, and then you flip it down, and you can flip it all the way out, and then you can open it up. And then you can write on that side, and then you can flip it up and write on that side. And then you tuck it back under. Like that. And then what I'll make something, ooh, you know what? Hang on just a second. I have all these little cardstock shaped. Maybe I can get one of these and just glue half of it down. I'm going to try and make it raised, guys. I don't have any. Actually, it's not true. Somewhere around here, I have little squares of foam that I can make it raised up with, but I don't know where they are. So the idea here is going to be to raise the top half of it that gets glued down so that the bottom half has a little bit of a lip to fit the paper under. So I fold this in half, and then this will get glued to the top of this, assuming this is the one I want to use. What does she call it? Auditioning? Let's audition a couple and see. Ooh, maybe this might use this one. All right, let me get this. Like I needed to bring something else over to my desk. Actually, I think we might use this one, and I'm going to ink it with my inkies, just so that it pops out. And it's nice because it's writing, so it's, you know. Now, on this, what I'll do is I'll glue this here halfway, and hopefully that'll give me just enough lift so that it's easy to tuck under, but it'll still hold. That makes sense? Everybody kind of understand what I'm doing? I'm sure you do. I'm not. This isn't rocket science. Oh, somebody's coming downstairs to visit. Well, somebody came downstairs. I don't know if they're visiting. Okay. I think that'll work. I could always do one more. The reason I'm using these stripy ones is because I don't know what, I mean, I suppose at some point I'll find something to use them for, but of all the ones I have, these are my least favorite, so it won't hurt my feelings if these get used for some sort of covered up support piece. I feel like every time I get into one of these videos with you guys, we end up experimenting with something. So, or at least for me, it's an experiment. Who knows? Maybe all of you have tried this before and you know exactly how well it'll work. Okay, I think too thick is as far as I'm going to go. I don't want it to be like standing up off the page. I don't want it to show in the front. Okay. All right, and then glue it down right. Oops. Glue it down right there. The glue's wet. Once the glue dries, I'll test it again, and hopefully it works, because I hate for the glue to dry and it not work, and then I'm stuck with it. But yeah, so that's a nice journaling spot. Oh, let's get this folded in. Okay, and then here's the other side of this. I think I'm just going to put this one down as a tuck, since we just did that journaling spot on the other side of this page. So we'll just glue this down, and as you can see, I reinforced it just in case, because I didn't know what I was going to do with it. Oh, this one also, somehow it got glued or tucked in here funny, so it doesn't open real well. So it's better off as a pocket anyway. It closes better than it opens. I just glued my hand together. Okay, and here's the other half of the, here's the other half of the wallpaper. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Actually, I might glue the other half of the Hebrew alphabet to it, only because it's already torn. See what I mean, guys? It tears really easy. It's not the strongest paper. So we'll just make this match. You know, one side of a signature matches the other side anyway, sometimes. In this case, it's going to be two halves of the same sheet. I don't know if I'll do anything else to decorate these pages that I'm putting this alphabet on. If I find some really cool flower or bird or something that I like and want to add, I might do that. Or, you know, a label, or who knows, some piece of ephemera. You know what I could do? That pocket I made that I don't know what I'm going to do with. There, that will glue that tear together, so it doesn't get any worse. This. Oh, I know why this was a problem. It's got this really cool edge, but it's too wide for the pages. It might not be for the scrapbook. Oh, no, yeah, it's too wide. So we probably won't use that in this book. Okay, so that reinforces that, and that gives an edge to this wallpaper, so hopefully it won't tear. It does have this area where it might, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to decorate that with anything else. We can go back and reference, just for out of curiosity, what I did. I just put a pocket on this one, and like I said, this pocket won't fit, so we won't be doing that. And I don't think I did anything to the textbook page. I did put a trim on this, so we might consider putting some sort of trim. I like, it's got lace already on it. I don't know. Oh, you know what I could do? I could get some cool sticker. I had a whole page of them. Oh, look at this one. I like this one. I will say this. These are washi stickers. And I have trouble getting them. Now this one's going to come right off. Look at that. Guy, you're good luck. And I'm off camera again. I'm feeling a washi sticker. Oh, my glue bottle. I really like these, but they seem to stick unnecessarily to their background. And when I go to peel them, the backing paper peels with them sometimes. And I have the hardest time getting them to come away from their spots. I don't know what I did with my big glue stick, so I'll have to use the little one. I spend so much time using my fingers to get it up off the page that it ends up being not very sticky by the time I'm ready to stick it. There's two gentlemanly gentlemen. Okay, that's the end of the signature, guys. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you liked what I've started doing with my book so far. I'm going to be working in it some more off camera. Haven't decided on that one yet. This has been a lot of fun. I'm having a blast doing this, and I will finish the rest of the book on my own and then bring this cattywampus little book back on camera to show it to you. Can you see how close to the top they are and then how far from the bottom they are? Guys, gotta keep an eye on me, I'm telling you. Okay, guys, so this was a lot of fun. I'm catching up. I got to get my stuff together to make the start making the ephemera holders, and I'm really looking forward to that. So I will see you guys in the next challenge from Rachel. Bye-bye.